Hey everyone, so it seems my Hey Ruka video has been my most popular video to date. So thanks very much for watching, and if you chose to sub, thanks very much for that. And so 250 subs I hit with that video, which is really cool. And again, thanks. The other thing is just I wanted, like, for the 250 things, I'm probably gonna I'm gonna do a shout out soon, just shout out a couple of channels. The other thing I might do is get to making the last two parts of the Q&A video that I still haven't made for my 200 subscribers thing. So we'll have to see how that goes. So the other thing I wanted to do is just a brief public service announcement. What you can expect on my channel, what you can't expect on my channel, and whether you should immediately go and panic press the unsubscribe button because what I say may be so reprehensible to you. So I'll just run down with that. First of all, I'm not gonna promise I'm gonna make videos with any regularity. Sometimes I make like a video a day, and other times I make a video a month, and it just, whenever I have the time and the fancy hits me. Also, because I'm pretty busy at the moment, most of my videos are just about my opinions on stuff. They're not, I don't have a lot of research in them. I don't present, a literature review or anything like that. I just talk about my opinion and, the world as I see it and how I interpret some of its problems. And you should never take anything I say very seriously or think that I'm taking things really seriously and saying that you're completely wrong if you disagree with me. Quite the opposite. Obviously, like everyone else, I guess, I like it when people disagree with me, but I also like it when people disagree with me, especially when I can learn something from that. And I do learn stuff from that all the time, and I have changed my position in various ways while I was on YouTube, and that's one of the most exciting things. So I'll just briefly run through, I guess, the kind of videos you might expect to see on the channel, so you can, get a feeling for whether that's something you might be into or not. So obviously, the Heruka one was one towards the race realists. I hope I've made my position clear on that. I haven't really made too many videos on that topic, not because it's not one I care about. It's one I care about a lot. I don't know, I've just not had too much opportunity, and a lot of times they seem so silly, and then other people, so that's mainly why. I might make some now and again. Most of my videos are probably like political, I guess I would loosely term them, or like kind of philosophical, but I mean not in a formal sense. I'm not like discussing the Greek philosophers or anything, just personal philosophy, my personal ethics, my view on what's going on in the world and politics and things like that, and all coming from like someone who is not studied into these things. I'm not a fount of wisdom by any stretch of the imagination. So it's just a guy's opinion, and where does that opinion come from? Well, I'm a super big lefty. I mean, you Americans would call me like a huge lib, maybe left of lib, like I'm some sort of a socialist or something, I suppose. And yeah, that's where that comes from. So sometimes I rail a bit about the rich or injustice and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what happens there. Atheism, I'm an atheist. I don't make too many videos on atheism, to be honest. Like, sometimes when something religious comes up that's really stupid, or something like one of those silly like anti-gay campaigns or something, I might make a video on it. When an atheist does something that I disagree with, I might make a video on it. As an example, I am anti-Draw Muhammad Day, and I know that's going to separate me from a lot of atheists already, but I wasn't a big fan of that event, as an example. But generally I stay out of it because, like, honestly, religion bores me. I think it's just such a boring topic, and you grind and it's just the same thing again and again and the same arguments, and it's like, oh, you can't disprove it, but teapots, and I honestly don't care too much about it as long as people just leave stuff alone and like as long as we can get elected to office and no one bothers anyone else too much and it doesn't interfere too much with anyone's morality, and people keep an open mind, which I understand in the US isn't always the case, or often isn't the case. So I guess that's why a lot of the US people have a lot more of a stringent attitude, whereas in Australia it's not a problem. So I don't feel the need to talk about it that much, to be honest. And yeah, that's it, you know. Other times I'll just like talk about something completely random. And you know, as I don't have much time, so it's usually not very well prepared. It's just my thoughts. As a result, you know, I can be off base, and I often ramble and rant. That's probably my main method of delivery, to kind of sum that up. So if you want like well produced, well designed, well crafted messages, you know, I guess have a look. But most of my videos don't turn out that way. Aside from that, you know, I'm just here, you know. I like getting a bit of feedback on what my thoughts. And the other thing is I like vocalizing my thoughts. That's another part of it, because then you kind of hear problems in your own thoughts when you like read them back to yourself or view them back to yourself. So those are the kind of things I do. And yeah, this is pretty much it. So if you're still not completely turned off, then great. Please keep watching. And as I said, if you disagree with me, that's great. Yeah, as long as you're civil, like I usually try to be. If you want to not be civil, that's okay as well. I don't really mind. It's YouTube, you know. it's all a bit of fun. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching this video, watching my last video. Thanks to Heruka for giving me this opportunity to craft this video, which I guess a lot of you watched and which brought us together here. It was an excellent opportunity to not have to spend too much time in dismantling something fairly silly and making a couple of race realists a little bit pissy. So that was fun.